I don't know what he said either.
And we're live. Welcome everyone to Mechanism tonight,
Cornism!
hosted by me, your girl, Jim, the Raymer child of Mecca,
The one and only.
the one and only. Coming from you from my local corn shack in the forest. And with me, I have my gaggle.
That don't look like no shit, yo.
Yo, we're at least a murder, all right?
You get what you get, Pabs.
A murderer dudes.
And
Murdering dudes?
looks like this little shindig going around.
Round Robin is the place to be. Why you gotta do me first? Why do you gotta do me first? You never do me like that. I'm always
Squeaky wheel. Squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Fine, you don't get to go. Fine.
I'll go first. Does this man care? Of course this man doesn't care. I am Professor Black Sheep, Esquire. How are you all doing this fine evening? As you can see, my hair is a proper mess amount of distressed and overworked builder.
There's a good floof in there.
It's a good look.
Yeah.
It's a good
It's got a
look.
little bit. It's a little bit of party. It's a little bit party in the back and a little bit party on the top and a little bit
You
party
know,
on the sides.
It
So
reminds me
party-
of Ace
party
Finch.
nation.
Uh,
I'm sorry, what?
remind me of Jim Carrey from that Pet Detective.
Gosh, what a
Yeah,
compliment.
That classic movie from so long ago.
I'm
like,
terrible at
Why don't
remembering
you
these.
just kill yourself?
I mean,
Just kidding. Nobody kill yourself. If you have any feelings of that stuff, call a friend, call the suicide hotline. We all love you.
Call me. I'm in front of you.
Hey, welcome. I've been working on crazy shit. I took a bunch of awesome photos of the SD using some tips that I got from my good friend, Mr. Chris Pabs. You guys might know him. He's pretty handy. Occasionally you find him. He's like a knife. Pull him out of your pocket, flip him around. He's always got something good to say.
One of the small
Same
ones.
size, too.
Yeah, he's one of the little ones. He's like a teeny little pen knife.
One of the small
Bloody
ones you
bike.
give to the Boy Scouts.
what are
This is
you
already
working on?
All right, we're
tonight?
going to change topics. I also took some photos of the Violent Monster as well, using the same photo techniques, and I feel pretty good about them. Send them into the SCGMC, which you guys, SCGMC Virtual Edition is coming up soon. The deadline for entering your kits is
It's midnight
tomorrow. So
tomorrow,
go
right?
to thosegundamguys.com,
Midnight?
.org, whatever. Go to on the Instagrams for the internets. You can go there and follow the link, and then that'll give you all that you need to know in regards to what you need to submit and like where to submit. So it's pretty simple, straightforward, just Google Forms, enter in. I know that there are a handful of entries, but last we talked to Angel, he said that there was only a few. So like, come on guys, let's throw some stuff in there. Who gives a fuck, right? Like, go and throw it in there. Doesn't matter. And it's not like you can't re-enter it again next year in SCGMC. If you want, it's also a rider within the situation. So
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm here. I was playing my guitar a little bit earlier. I haven't played my guitar in like
He was killing it.
a decade.
He
It was
I was not killing it.
He was
I
killing it
had-
on out-of-tune guitar.
I had a great concert. I was serenaded. It was wonderful.
Jay had the pre-show.
I had the pre-show.
In modeling news, I'm making fun, making these fun guys. I got a few of these made up, which are pretty hype.
Ooh.
I got you ever heard of Barrel Full of Monkeys? Well, I got a cup full of skulls that I just poured all over my computer.
Oh no.
Oh.
That doesn't matter, trust me. Yeah, and that's kind of what's going on tonight. Glad to be here. Welcome to Friday. We made it to another mechanism, I guess. Let's see if we can make it through.
2 weeks.
I sure hope so.
Do pad now. Do pad.
Hi. What's going on, guys?
You're working on your bed.
I am working on absolutely nothing. I am on a short break from building while I take care of some real life stuff. But I figured I'd come out and hang out with you guys and say hello. And in terms of model making wise, I mean, you guys hopefully you guys saw what I posted. Was it this week?
Yes.
Nah,
Yeah.
last week, man.
It was a couple of days ago,
A
man.
couple of days ago. Thank you. Sorry, things are just
The quant, bruv. Yeah.
a big ball of things. So yeah, I posted the quant. Seemed to be quite positively received. So that's cool. And as Brian said, SCGMC Tomorrow is the deadline. You have absolutely nothing to lose. There's no entry fee. There's nothing. You just have to take photos of your kid.
Man, I gave Angel $5.
Well, that's on you, bro. Like, but yeah, and there's no fee. Just have to take a photo with your name and the date, and then whatever pictures you take of your kid, and you're entered. Like,
You win it.
yeah, why not? You can win a counterfeit resin coin.
I do want a bootleg. Man. I do want a bootleg.
Yeah, I wanna add to my coin collection. I've been collecting coins.
Right?
So, that's me. I'm not doing anything else apart from planning a few things out for critical builds, but I'm not showing anything yet.
You could be snapping together a core Gundam right now.
That's all packed away right now. That's all packed away right now.
So we got plenty of time on this build, though.
A lot of time.
Yeah.
A lot of time. Yeah.
Yeah. Build up is gonna tie up until next year, y'all.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Eventually.
Yeah, we'll get to it. Yeah. But and I'll try to clarify some things too. So hopefully the rules will be a little bit clearer. So take it away. Take me away.
Congratulations! You're here.
Boo, I want to go back.
I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back. Yo, imagine we hit like December 31st, 11:59, and the whole year starts over. It's a groundhog fucking year. Fucking year over.
No.
Woo! Can you hear me all right? Am I coming through?
You
Yes.
are. I just don't want to hear you.
You know what? You take yourself and you put yourself in.
You muted him.
Colin has too much power.
Yep.
She's got too much power.
Look at me. I'm the host now.
Who's the host now?
Tonight we are drinking Nito Yamada Nashiki 65. 2 rabbits. Only those who run after 2 hares will catch both.
Or you could just not catch any hairs and sit down.
I set a trap. Fuck running around and trying to catch them. I'm working on stuff, but this is good.
What are you working on? Dude?
I'm working on my OMC build.
What is it? What is OMC?
Original Mecha Competition.
That's what I fucking forgot to give you when you were here. It was an entry pass fucking card. Son of a bitch.
I thought about it the other day.
And paint. I had some paint here. I was like, does Julio want this paint? Curses.
I'm gonna have to come back.
Good thing you're coming back this next week, right?
I gotta come back now.
You have to come over.
Yeah.
Rated R for whatever. Get the heck out of here.
So I'm working on the hind legs right now and some of the knees.
Oh,
My baby.
oh.
And the leg just came short.
Don't tell him to stand. You ain't got no way.
To say the least, weird.
It's fun. I've been having fun with it. Got more stuff there. I got to do a few more detailing things, but luckily, my good friend Chris Krabs.
Perhaps.
Mr. Krabs, can you
From
feel it?
Ballet.
Krabs. I am inebriated, sir.
We can tell.
It's a Friday.
Oh, hey.
Okay,
It's
it's
me.
Friday.
He sent me some Mr. Surfacer 500. I'm gonna use it. I already mixed some up. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I'm a prime. As soon as I finish talking over you people. What happened, bro?
I said, what the fuck is Maverick doing out in the chat? Jump on.
You were supposed to be on the stream, buddy. I need the Wolf of Wall Street here.
Oh, the Wolf of Wall Street. I actually bought that on Amazon for $5 on the Blu-ray. I fucking love that movie. I really do love the Wolf of Wall Street, man. I was confused on whether he was blowing narcotics into her butt or snorting it out of her butt.
He's definitely inebriated. Holy cow.
I don't even know where to begin with it, having never seen this film.
We're still gonna show this again.
You have to see the Wolf of Wall Street. Leonardo DiCaprio,
my.
phenomenal actor. He should have got the Emmy. He should have got the Emmy for that movie instead of the one with the bear fucking.
The bear rips the holy hell out of him.
Rips him up. Up.
Was that the Revenant or the
The Revenant, yeah.
Look at it.
Okay.
Look at it.
What is the Maverick says just got home from the BX? What is the
That's
Oh, you're
the
good, man.
Bronx.
The Bronx.
Oh, the Bronx.
Bronx.
Yeah, what the fuck, Pabs? Where are you from? England?
Not from
No.
the Bronx.
Not from New York, man.
Also known as the Boogie Down. The Boogie Down.
The
What are you doing in the Bronx? Nobody should be north of the wall. You should never be north of the wall, bro. What are you doing up there?
Yeah.
It's cold up here. We are in a frost advisory.
Yeah, you live far above the wall.
We are in a frost advisory. You know what? I'm just gonna do this.
She's
Hey, John Wayne, what you working on, girl?
What are you working on, Jay?
I did get a little bit of painting done today.
What? Yo, the part down your hair is perfect. That is a perfect line.
Thank
Well
you.
done.
Look at that. Well done.
But I got some work done on some model kits. I'm working on some little
This fucking guy. Sorry.
doing some stuff, working with some crickets, working on a 5-pack sticker pack. Look at these guys.
Ooh.
I need to get some of those. What do those cost? Where can I get those? How can I?
You can get these at JSAC, at jsac.bigcartel.com. We're gonna
And
be
you
about
prefer your payments by Glitter Bomb, right?
you go to bomb me, and well, I can't save it on the so they're gonna be about $4. It's a 5-pack. You get multicolored ones, which
That's
would
a
be
freaking
$5.
steal. That's a steal.
Yo, real quick. If you live above Harlem, that's the wall. You a wildling. You in the Bronx. You north of the wall, bro. Once you go past 165th,
Have you guys ever seen Squee? Have you seen him? That's what happens to you.
What happened to Squee?
I'm just fucking with them because they can't fuck with them in reality, so I got to play around on the internet.
No, I thought something's
Jay,
like, maybe happened to him. Like,
Are you doing a Kamala Harris impersonation right now?
Make a fly floating around, so you might get to see another one. Other than that, I have not been doing a whole lot. Been working.
Where's that PG unicorn?
I'm eagerly awaiting for it. I've been planning out how I'm gonna build it, how I'm gonna mask and paint it, while keeping the wiring in mind.
Mm-hmm.
I have a plan. I don't know if it's a good one, but we'll see.
Well, it's always good to start with something.
You say that, but then you don't know my plans.
I don't know at all.
No, plans are subject to change.
Other than that, it's planning some building. I worked a little bit on the War Lady today.
Yeah.
Instagram, right?
Worked a little on the Hazel Rosé. Unfortunately, none of these are in this room, so I cannot show you. And yeah, that's me. That's me today.
Oh yeah.
Been keeping busy.
What's up, Jay?
Hey,
For the good stuff.
yo, Julio sounds like he's talking from that wall right now.
From
That's not-
north of the Bronx. Yo, I gotta get a new mic, bro.
You had 2 days to do it.
I gotta go to Best Buy.
It's going from Amazon. I mean,
Yeah, I could have got it from Amazon. I don't know. I didn't order a mic. I'm gonna get the Bluetooth. Hopefully that works well.
sure.
Another thing that I'm doing that I absolutely forgot about because I was distracted by all the other things that I'm easily distracted by. I need to figure out some colors, and I talked about this on my Thursday show, last night, about color palettes and then the base colors for the Samurai kit that I'm working on for the OMC as well, like Julio's working on. And so tonight I'm going to do a couple of tests just for funzos. I've got a bazillion and 1.5 parts. So I grabbed these couple of wing parts from OG Wing Zero or something like that. Or endless, whatever, the one with the actual wings. And I'm going to use these two base green and red and spray them as whole tones us down, and then I'm gonna do my pre-highlighting technique that I use on this to see what happens when I draw that out to a highlight and then spray my color on top of that for the purpose of shading and or interference color or something like that. See if we can make a cool effect or if it's just gonna look like dog shit. I want to do something that doesn't exactly matter that much before I do it on something that does matter a little bit more. So that's what's going on tonight.
Yo, Paps, can I start snap building the duel?
If you want, yeah. Go.
Yeah. I can't fucking read it, bro.
Seriously, you can minimize me. Sorry, Jay.
No, it's fine. I'm just vibing in the background. Don't mind me.
Just vibing in the background.
If I do snap build that duel, I'm gonna at least clean that right now.
You go for it, man. You got time.
I got mad time. Yeah, after OMC, I'm just snap building so much shit. Get rid of those fucking boxes.
Sure.
Can't wait. Can't wait. I gotta take pictures for SCGMC tomorrow.
Yeah, you do. What are you entering again? I always forget.
The full armor.
And Buzz.
Yeah. I don't know if I should enter my Barbatos or my Paladin in the 144. If they had the 144 like alternate universe, I can enter both of them.
Yeah, but they don't.
Right, but right now,
Yeah,
for
it's
what
just
they have for
144.
categories. Yeah.
So I don't know which one to enter there. For non-Gunpla, I'm gonna enter Buzz. But Buzz is kind of Gunpla.
No, Buzz is Buzz, man. Just because you robotized it, nah, it's still Buzz.
Can I give him his actual power armor suit? Yeah. I really should have did the back like one of the dudes from StarCraft. Like the back of his helmet. I should have did that. I did do his beard. I just gotta paint the beard.
Do the beard. Replace it. Do it now. Do that instead of the
pretty
duel.
dope. That's
Do
actually pretty dope.
Do it now.
That would read better at SCGMC than it ever would in front of any Bandai Bluefin homies.
Truth. Yeah, I got shit to do.
Yeah, in honor of me painting my Oni samurai wearing my Oni t-shirt. This is a Comic-Con acquisition. I got this 2 years ago at Comic-Con.
We would have been at Comic-Con right now.
Brian.
Yeah, I know.
Brian, Manny has a question. What colorway have you been thinking about for your samurai?
So what I've got going right now is a couple of different gray tones. I've got a beautiful purple, like a bright but intense blue, and then like a softer like cornflower almost blue. I've got like a really 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 bright like red that is like potentially that plus potentially another color that I have from the Bloodlines series of paint. And then, so those are going to be kind of like the colors that I'm working with, and I'm not going to tell you how the ratios are going to be. That's what I'm playing with. It's a big palette to shift with, but I got a lot to work with because it's a fairly large model. So I feel like I can do enough and make everything work well, and not have to stress.
Fuck yeah. It's looking fucking great, man. It really is.
I
Yeah,
have
the
been,
detail sander that I got, fucking fabulous, must say.
I've been very impressed with the amount of work coming out of the 3 individuals I'm streaming with tonight.
We
I
do
say
things.
I say this all the time. I am constantly bamboozled by everything we're doing.
Yeah, keep it that way.
It's wizardry, I swear.
Man, I was hoping to make an order with Galactic Toys today, but I'm gonna probably have to do it next week. Sadness. I need some black for chrome paint from Mission
Oh
Model.
yeah, exactly.
I need that in the chrome, man.
Hi Ty, how
I
you
don't
doing?
have-
Hi Craig.
Hi, Greg.
What up, Colin?
What up, Colin? Yeah, I just reread your letter again today, Colin, and then put your supplies here on the bench for me to use when I get back to the Sentinel. Soon, as I finish the Samurai.
Yeah, I be putting letters in front of me. That shit gives me inspiration. You guys are awesome. You guys are fucking awesome.
No.
Jolene, send me a letter. Oh, I gotta respond to your your email.
Did you finally look at it?
Yeah, I looked at it. It was funny. I gotta respond to that shit. You're funny, dude.
Pull up a video.
So
For most of you who aren't aware, me and Julio have been emailing back each other in Old English. And
What's the deal?
I found an Old English Bard version of Me's Week on his Twitter. Long spaghetti.
yes, Strider Prime. I've never heard that problem.
Yeah, I've never had any. I'm not having any issues getting white paint, Strider. Where are you shopping at, man? There you go. A lot of white Gaia. Did
Jeez.
I have no idea what you said. Who you sound like again?
He ordered 2 PGs.
They want my perfect red unicorn.
is it? Oh,
Ordered
Dyson
to,
Dawson? Yeah, Michael.
PG Unleashed.
Yeah, I've been talking to Michael for a couple days now. Yeah, he had a second one. He was talking about that last night on my stream about potentially ordering a second one.
Holy shit, I missed your stream.
Julio was he was sleeping.
What the fuck did I even do yesterday?
You were
Don't
sleeping.
worry about it. It's cool. There was plenty of people on there. It was a great time. Thank you for everybody that showed up last night and hung out. That's fucking dope. It's always a good time on Thursday on the workbench. Don't forget Tuesdays. Early plug for my own show. Whoop whoop, selfless promotion. We have Four Horsemen build off on Tuesdays where the same group of motherfuckers plus Zishan and Kyle also. Occasionally Franku. Nobody else yet. Yes.
You guys get some Zaku Gunners. You could join in.
True story.
Fucking horsemen with us.
As my friend Julio says, super true.
Super true.
As my friend Julio says, I can't wait to read Venom 3.
Yo, that was a good fucking Venom, bro. That shit was good, dude. What? There's some shit going down. Fucking yo, seriously, the Marvel Universe is kind of starting to centralize around this event that's gonna go down. It's really dope.
I can't wait for the Invincible show.
Oh yeah, that looks good. It looks like classic animation or art style with smoother animation, but like Batman, the animated series or some shit.
It's got J.K. Simmons. Come on,
yeah,
now.
dude.
Come
Yeah.
on now.
It's good. It's gonna be good. I never read the series. Always wanted to, but never read it.
I hear really good things about it.
Dude, Manny's kid looks so fucking good, guys.
The only thing,
Manny's pictures.
I know this isn't critical builds or anything like that, but the only thing I would say about those photos that Manny took is he put a filter on it on Instagram.
Oh. Yeah, you shouldn't filter it.
Don't filter it, man. Let the colors show. Be true.
Okay. Just to tee down a little. Hold on, because we got someone in the background. Animal crackers. They have to be frosted. If they're plain, you're a heretic and should be burned at the crown.
I mean, they're all right. They'll hold you over, but the frosted ones, the iced animals, bae.
We got somebody coming from the Bronx.
Oh no.
Motherfucker, look at this wildling. Look at this wildling.
Mm.
Look at him.
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
You're like half a White Walker right now.
Yo, my Bronx sense was tingling. I heard somebody bad mouthing the Bronx, and I had to come through. I had to come through. Y'all talking shit about the Bronx. God damn.
Oh man.
God
I
damn.
am elated.
I was born into this.
Yo, talking about me like I'm some Morlock. Like I'm some chud.
Yo, I heard the sewers are bad this time of year.
All right, how's everybody doing, man? How's
Yeah,
everybody
Mike
doing?
too. Like, yeah, Mike. What up, Mike?
Mikey's in the house too. That's what's up.
Mike with the Project Beat projects.
Oh
Fuck
god,
me
man, it's
sideways.
all over I had to throw this together really quick. Everything's just a mess right now.
You're only allowed on the show if you do me and Arnold impersonation. You know where
Listen to me. It's a little too early for that bullshit.
Give time.
He's not
Time
trying
to get better.
Give me a little time to have a drink. Calm down.
Beautiful.
What was that?
But we'll go back to everything. So, yeah, tell us what you're doing tonight.
What I am
maybe
doing
my volume.
is I'm just relaxing. I do have a couple of things I was working on, but I'm not even sure if I'm gonna get started on that. Give me a second here. Switch my camera around real quick.
Altered Beast cap is dope.
Oh, thanks, man. I got the Streets of Rage one right over there too.
Take me back.
Yeah, dude, my favorite games. Grew up on them. But yeah, tonight I'm just taking it easy. I got one of these little things. Little Gachapon, my cake hits.
Oh, I have one of those. A friend of mine gave me one of those.
Dope.
Yeah,
Let me see which one I got. Let me go grab it. Let me see.
I put in a little order. Got a couple of them.
Dude, that's fucking tight. What is that? I'm not familiar. I mean, I know things like that exist, but
Machine
They're
and Krieg.
like little
I know
miniature.
what fucking
Machining
machine have. Don't make me come over to
So
Chicago.
they're pretty dope. 135th
Oh, cool.
scale.
Is it 135?
Yeah,
135. I was wondering
135th
what I couldn't remember what the scale was because
Yeah, see, I got one I already kind of did up. It's almost finished here.
Yeah.
Hampin. Right
yeah,
on.
that's looks like kind of like the one I have. I'm trying to
I
think.
think they're
if it's-
wild.
Yeah, I'm trying
I
to
never even took it out of the little plastic bag. I still have it in the little egg.
But I think this one I took out is called the Fleeg. Fleeg, is that how you say it? Fleeg.
Yeah, like,
Fleeg.
Is it- Okay, so yours has a number on it too, right? It says like number whatever the on
Let me see here.
the opposite side of the instruction booklet. I think it when you
It's
flip it
got a little
over.
number at the bottom right here. Yeah.
What number is it?
0120-351-177.
Huh, that's what I've got.
94 Jenny.
What about the other side in the corner? It says like 35 gotcha nin. Is that what yours says too?
Yeah, let's see here.
In the upper left corner.
Let's see. Upper left. Nope, I can't tell. I mean, I can read numbers, but I can't read Japanese. So
No. Look at my screen. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's like
so you can't see it actually.
yeah, I can't see your screen actually, but it does say 135th scale here.
it's like this number right here on the side.
I don't think I have that on this one.
Huh,
I
okay.
definitely don't have that on this one.
Well, we might have the same kit then because it's still in the
He
bag.
doesn't have the two guys.
No, mine looks different than that. Huh.
Yeah, I don't have the two guys.
What do your decals look like?
Awesome.
Decals look like that?
They
No, they
come,
look like this.
yo, they come with water slides. Mother?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
no,
yeah,
I got
yeah,
a different.
man,
I got a
that's
different
so
set.
cool,
See,
man.
mine's a different set.
Cool.
That's fire as fuck.
Switch over
Yeah,
to
they're
my
pretty
can
dope.
because I got a different set. That's my water slides right there. Oh, it's all
Blowed
washed out.
out.
There it is. Boom.
Okay, yellow number letter number
Yeah.
call sign.
Yeah, and there's like a little like
UFO. What is that?
UFO with a.
Yeah, that's pretty hype.
He's got some. Yeah, he's got some little beams coming down. Like if I turn this light off, maybe it won't be so bright. There we go. How about that? Is that better?
Yeah.
Oh,
better,
totally better.
That's
Yeah,
a-
I mean,
yeah.
it's not perfect, but oh, dude, that is good. Hell yeah,
Yeah.
nice. Those are
So
fun.
yeah,
Yeah, I gotta get me one of these gachapons, man.
this is my instruction book here. This little.
Oh, straight up, and then the other side had the one with two bros and all together.
Yeah, it's got all the random like advertisement, but then
Yo,
Straight up.
did you see the 1/6 Make I got?
Oh, dude.
1/6.
Yeah, have you seen that shit?
Hold on.
Well, hey, John, then switch to me real quick before Julio pulls his craziness out. All I got is this little guy
It's
right
just got
here.
real.
Nice.
This is this looks pretty hype. I got this a while ago just to have something that was machine and character. And it's a fun design. It's got my the reverse joint legs and like the big backpacks and like it's kind of funky with the big eyes and stuff, kind of like my style. So yeah, I got this to play with, and it's pretty hype. It reminds me of old like old models, like I used to build when I was younger, but I love the packaging and everything that goes along with it.
You guys know Derek. Whoa, what was that?
Car.
Someone driving away.
No, something just hit my head like I ran into something. Derek Sue in Canada. You guys know him?
Do I?
He's a founder of Vanpla.
Oh, the founder. I'm a part of the Van Club, but I don't know the founder.
Derek's the one that gave that to me. He's
Legit.
Yeah, he got it up
Oh,
there
yeah.
where he got it from. But he was the one that he ordered me some of these big packages of Q-tips, like these special ones from the Daiso store. These blue ones that have like the sharp tip on one side. They don't
Oh, right.
create a bunch of lint. These are
Yeah, I
great
know what you're talking about.
doing panel lines and stuff too, and decals. Whatever.
Oh,
So he sent
yeah.
me a bunch of those, but then he put that little kit in there. He goes, "Here, I want to give you something." It's pretty awesome.
That is sweet. Look at that shit. Holy shit, Jay. Blow up Julio.
If I
Oh
have
my god! Look at the size of that thing.
Whoa. What is that? A flashlight?
It's kind of looking like one, dude. I don't know what they look like, but I'm just.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't
You
know.
put your 3mm peg in the top.
3mm repeat done it.
This thing is old vinyl. I got a drill.
Oh, it's a vinyl kit.
It's vinyl.
Ah, okay.
Okay, I have one.
That's what's up.
I have one other vinyl kit. It's a Macros kit.
Big. I was thinking about 3D printing a little human dude to throw in there. I don't know. Maybe.
You can totally do that.
Nah, you know
Vinyl's
what you do?
tricky. Have you ever worked with vinyl before?
Nah, this will be a
You
first.
gotta make sure you got the right primer. I mean, this was years ago too when I built my first vinyl kit, and that was a Macros kit. And the first primer I used, it stayed all sticky and weird. I don't know what it was, because I didn't know what I was doing. Hand painted the thing. What?
You left it sticky.
No, I had to strip it off and start over. I'll actually pull that vinyl kit out. It's pretty cool. I'll show it to you again. Let's see if I can find it.
Yo, look at my flashlight.
Here it is.
No.
It's like a baby's arm.
It's a baby.
I don't want to steal your thunder, Chooch. Go ahead and finish show and tell, and then I'll show you.
Oh no, it's huge, man, and like it's got the little like laser arm and whatnot. I can't wait to put it together. I got to put some time into it, but it looks really dope.
So this was my first and only vinyl kit that I actually bought another one of these that I want to redo and airbrush so it'll be better. John Lynn, switch over. It's just
Make him big, John Lynn.
You gotta pay. You're the host. You gotta pay attention. You can't work on anything.
Okay, Pabs.
That's pretty good looking.
Dude, yeah, hell yeah.
yeah, it was pretty detailed too because there's actually a space between the back and the it's like you could see all the mechanical workings inside there. It was kind of like
That
if
is
it was
very
a
cool.
real thing. That I added the little leather strap. I cut some pigskin that I had and put the leather strap on it. But I mean, it was pretty cool. I think back in the day, I think you're supposed to weight the feet, but it does stand on its own.
Yeah.
It's kind of a cool little pose, but it was the first vinyl kit. And like I said, I painted it with, I rattle canned it with some, I don't know what kind of primer it was, but it did not dry. That stuff was horrible.
It's still wet.
And it was like, I had to strip it all off and paint it with something else. And I finally got something to stick right. And it was all hand painted back in the day. I mean, I didn't have an airbrush back then, but
That's
as
awesome.
far as a vinyl kit, it's nice. I actually found another one online not too long ago, about a year ago. And I bought it again. I was like, I got to redo this. I'm going to redo it.
So can I use like epoxy putty on this? Like, what can I use on this?
That's a good question because I just don't know how vinyl will react.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Like that because
What? With epoxy putty? You'll be fine.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
want to peel up shit and.
thinking about it too. I don't know if you have to, if there's any kind of mold release like resin that you have to clean first because I didn't do it.
It's dirty. I think it's dirty.
Yeah, that's actually
Years
pretty
ago.
high. yeah, that's a pretty high possibility that you would need to clean the mold release off of anything that you're going to pull, especially something that's polyvinyl resin or yeah, any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that thing is dirty. I'm definitely gonna have to clean it.
There's a
Um,
whole different set of rules when it comes to fucking with.
Come on, Brian.
Quick cue, Brian. Ik wou de Gundam Head coffee mug on the top corner.
So Brian, you
Yeah.
dealt with Final several times.
Yeah,
didn't you?
there's one. Where the hell is that? Yeah, up there. Yeah, yeah.
It's underneath the line.
Yeah.
Oh, well, good. Then you got more experience than I do because this was back in the '80s, I think, when I built this thing.
It looks dope as fuck, though.
Man, everybody's working on vinyl, and I got something I'm never gonna touch.
It's 20 years ago.
That's why I try not to mess with that kind of stuff. That's why I don't go slow.
all
to your
hand painted,
thing.
all hand painted, man.
Hey,
Beautiful.
it looks fucking great, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's
Looks
awesome.
great. Pose is awesome as well. by
It
the
looks
way.
good on camera, but in person, you're like, it looks like shit.
No. I hear you. That's okay.
But see, the thing I like about this, it's very, very unique, and there's nothing out there like it. I don't think they made any other vinyl kits, and realistically, you could paint it in any color scheme you wanted. I chose Roy Fokker for this one, but I think the other one I'll do in probably Max or something. Because
I've never seen a metal butt in a cooler position. Like,
that's what I mean. It's like it's a fixed pose, but it stands, and it's just kind of it's
yeah,
kind of cool. You know?
it's got dramaticism to it.
Yeah, I like it. So I still have another one in the box, just sitting there waiting to be. And it was funny when I opened it up and I saw the raw vinyl. You know, it's like, oh wow, it brought back memories when I had to, because you got to trim it. You got some mold stuff you got to cut off, and
Yeah.
it's really a completely different animal than even resin. So
Did you have to like remold anything or because this is warped?
that's the funny thing is that back when I built
You
this,
got-
I didn't know anything about like even resin or heating it up. I imagine if you heat it up, you could probably reshape it a little bit.
Yeah, you'll be able to do that if you heat it up.
But
You use
I
like a
just
blow dryer or
I just
something
glued
like
it all
that.
together and held it, because I didn't know. I just didn't know any better.
That's what crazy glue.
Yeah, I think so. It's been so long ago I can't remember. But
I'm gonna Coolio. I'm gonna come over, man. It'll be
Yeah.
cool. I'm gonna come over. We're gonna talk business. We're gonna talk the possibility of being able to heat up those things to be able to manipulate them without
Yeah.
putting fingerprints into them or handprints into them.
oh, that's true, huh? Because it gets really soft really
are-
quickly.
Huge as well. So you need a lot of slow heat, and that's
Yeah.
fucked up. So we'll talk what it's gonna take to make that shit the best shit it can be.
I do have some other cool stuff if you guys want to.
We always want to see your cool shit,
course.
man.
Yo,
Let
let's
me-
see some of this new, that shield from the fucking new. I didn't see it.
Oh,
I was
okay. I'll
really
show you
looking
that,
at
and then I want to talk about some stuff that I got from Hi Craig.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
Colin.
Craig
Yeah,
Collins, yeah,
hell yeah,
because
brother.
he sent me some experimental stuff that he's not even selling yet.
Ah,
So anyway, but first I'll show you this. This is the
Yeah.
field. I
Blurry.
still haven't clear coated it since I put the decals on, so that's why they still
yeah,
look
but
like
still, yeah, it's a little silver, but still.
It looks
Gorgeous.
good, man.
Well, you could just see everything because there's no gloss on top of it. But I'm gonna
Yeah,
I
no.
panel line. I finished panel lining this one. So there's the back. Oh, I'm trying to get in the middle there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kind of liking the
Wow.
way that,
Wowie, wow, as they say.
and I added all the structure there, so it gives it more
I know.
character because before it was just all smooth, nothing.
It was just, it was blasé, man. You fucking pimped it out.
Pimped it out, but I was curious. I wasn't sure if I wanted to use there's like a pinkish color decal, but I really like the way the red. These are the ones that came with the kit, so I used those. The gray is a little harder to see because it's up against that pattern, but I like the way the red kind of pops on top
Yeah,
of it.
dude. It looks real nice.
Straight up. I think that when you have all of those layers homogenized with the top coat, that'll read better, the gray and then
Yeah, I still have to clear coat everything, and then here's the actual piece that this is the part of the full armor set. I haven't panel lined this yet, so I just have the decal on top of it, but there's still a lot more
is-
attachments that have to go to that, but this is the main piece.
That is a sex factory.
I messed up. I got some detail work
Pineapples.
here.
Pineapples. Bad apples.
But yeah, I was at a stopping point. I painted all the purple parts. In fact, I've got just a mass of these things. Let me see if I can reach them here without toppling everything over. So here is all of anything that was going to be done with the hex pattern. This is the torso. Mm-hmm. I had to basically assemble it on the frame. Let's see if I can get that focus there. Okay, so I had to assemble it on the frame so I could get the pattern to go across all those pieces.
That's nice.
So when I disassemble it, then because if I painted each piece individually, it'd be impossible to get that pattern.
Of course, yeah. For it to be continuous, you're absolutely right. So
that was kind of tricky, especially like the calf. Like this is the back of the leg, and it's all curved.
Beautiful.
So it was stupid hard to get this thing to line up. Yeah, I had to do it. I kind of did it in sections. I started on the back, and then I slowly wrapped it around the leg. I'm trying to stay in frame there.
No, I mean, I see it. I don't know about the folks at home, but are the other people?
Yeah, if I get a little closer, but
good, man.
You kind of see how it wraps around, and there's like 6 pieces that are all attached, so all of it blends together. And I marked each leg, so because there's going to be slight differences. Obviously, I couldn't get it exactly symmetrical, but I tried to match the pattern to left and right, so each leg will look exactly the same.
Hell yeah, Mikey.
Let me also commend you on the organizational level of your foam pads.
Yeah.
You can buy sheets of this. A buddy of mine here in Washington found this, and it's called oh gosh, let me think of the name. I can't think of the name. It's called Kaizen foam, and it comes in a sheet of 2 foot by 4 foot like this, so you can cut it down. And then I just drew some
You got
lines.
something stuck on the corner there, dude.
Oh yeah, it's like
gotta,
picking up a piece from the other.
Yeah.
And then it's like back here. That's the shoulders. So, but yeah, it comes in like it's actually multi-layers of 1/4 inch or 1/8 inch thick foam, and they bond it together, so you can see all the little layers.
Thing.
Yeah, and then you just drill your punch your holes and. I'm knocking everything over.
Careful.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm looking at the camera, so I'm trying to see where the camera is, and I don't realize that I'm bumping into something.
We have a question. Will the white parts on the Hi-Nu be gray?
Yes. I'm going with a darker scheme. So what you're seeing, like on this, the shield, okay? Predominantly, I think the lighter gray is going to be most of the color, but I'm going to incorporate the darker gray as well. So I'm also using a German gray, which is even darker than that.
Okay, so I noticed something about German gray. It comes in different hues.
I'm using Mr. Color, which is number 40. That's number 40.
I thought it was in number 9.
Number 9.
Yeah, there's like greenishes and bluishes.
And we have
I'm
another
using strictly Mr. Color. The purple is done with the Gundam Color UG08. That's the lighter purple here, and then the regular 67 is the darker. That's how I'm using, or what I'm using for the hexagonal paint effect. So,
do you mind telling us, the fine people at home, how you got that hexagon panel?
Okay.
Pattern?
So I originally bought these from Bluebot, but now they're called Light Industries out of Canada, and they have different stencils. This is just their smallest, the micro hexagonal stencil, which is about 4 millimeters, I think, each hex. That's the smallest they make. Each sheet comes with you got 2 smaller ones here, and then kind of a medium one, a little bit larger than a huge piece. You just peel them off. They have a light adhesive on the back, so
it's like a frisket of sorts. If you're familiar with any airbrushing stuff.
You got these little hexes that remain. Sometimes they stick to the stencil, but now you've got this piece. Oops, I just dropped it. Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Gone forever.
It's freaking gone.
Oh no!
Where the hell? Oh, there it is. It's right in front of me. It's fell on top of the other one. So yeah, there's a little bit of a light adhesive on it. It doesn't last forever.
Right.
but it will hold it in place, and that's what you need, because when I was doing a lot of these curved pieces, I had to kind of stick it down and then spray real quick before it kind of popped up, you know. Especially on the torso, because of the collar that sticks up and the way the shoulders are set up.
You ever use Frisket, Mike?
No, what is that?
Same shit, but from the 90s.
Oh, is it a stencil?
No, I mean it's basically raw sheets of the same kind of stuff. There are different kinds of tack. It's a masking sheet. Essentially, you can just cut your own shapes out of it. I've been using it for years for my props and stuff like that. But it's the same kind of deal with that, with the hex masking, and it's really cool to see that product be so quality, because I was looking at stuff years ago when I was doing my Borderlands props, because the Malawans have this like hexagonal pattern, and I spent hours and hours and hours working with math and trying to figure out how to do my own, to make my own hexagonal pattern, which sucks because you know me, I'm not a computer guy. I do it all by hand. Dumb.
Right.
Smart.
Well, there's these masking templates you can buy that you can cut each.
Yeah, now. But
no, I started
when I
trying
was
to do
doing this
that.
like 10 years ago, you can't do that.
When I first used this, it was when I built the Sotheby Verka, and I was actually cutting each hex out and trying to stick them on individually to create that pattern. And everybody's like, "You need to get a stencil, dude." So somebody just happened to see what I was doing and said, "Hey, I'm offering up these stencils." And now, like I said, the name changed. It used to be called Bluebot, but that's not. If you type in Bluebot anymore, you'll take it some weird website. It has nothing to do with stencils anymore. It is some kind of. See, this was the original packaging,
Nice.
but now it's Light Industries, and I can put a link on the chat so later on maybe people want to check it out. But they are still available, but they also have other patterns, not just the hex stuff. That was just what I bought because that's what I was trying to do. They got some pretty cool patterns, and you can buy them directly from them. And like I said, they're out of Canada. But where was I going with this? I can't remember where I was going.
No, you're good.
So,
What are the closest you got? You got some-
I know what I was going to do.
Right.
How to achieve this effect. So,
Yeah.
because there's two colors used: the lighter purple and the darker.
Broken.
No, that's fine. Okay, so these are the two colors I use for the hex pattern. So you start off with painting, you paint the whole piece with the lighter purple here, like this. Okay, and then you actually have to put the stencil on, and then spray the darker over the top of it. When you peel that off originally, you'll have this really bright hex pattern. It's almost too bright. So then after that, once you have the pattern on there, then it's just a matter of misting the darker color on until you kind of tone down that pattern until you get the effect you want. So instead of just being bright colors, now you see the pattern, but it's a little more subtle. And I was trying to be careful this time because when I first did the blue on the Sotheby, it looked a lot brighter when it's in gloss form. So I toned it down too much. So when I flat coated it, you almost couldn't see it. It was more subtle than I wanted it to be. But it's still nice because you had to get it close, and then you realize, oh wow, there's a pattern there. You know, you couldn't see it before. If you were standing far away, it would just look blue. You know. So that's how you get that pattern. You just have to put the lighter color on first, put the stencil down, spray the darker color, peel the stencil off, and then just misting that darker color over until you get the desired effect. So turn this back on. What else do you want to talk about? I want to talk about stuff I got from Hi Craig.
Yeah, from Colin. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, Colin, buddy Colin. He sent me these. These were a nice gift of his. Some sanding sticks. I just bought some double-sided tape, and I made my own sanding sticks. These are pretty nice. But what I really wanted to show you was these scribing guides. Okay, there's a bunch of them here, and I put them all in one bag. But basically, you got a bunch of plastic guides. These are 3D printed. There's some straight ones, and then there's also some 45-degree guides. So to give you an idea, the 45 is going to have a nice panel line type But basically, the measurement, when you look at the guide has a number printed into it. Like this is a 3. Can you see that? That's kind of hard to see. There's a 3 there. That's a 3 millimeter. So the 3 millimeters is this measurement. Screw this all up. Is this right here? That's 3 millimeters from the inside of the guide to the edge. So the larger the number, the higher that step is going to be away from the edge of the part. So what you end up with is something that's going to be washed out. Let me turn this light off. See if I can get that to focus. You see that faint line there?
Yes, sir.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you just
Okay,
lost it.
so there's the line that I drew and I scribed using the 45 guides. Now something that he sent me also, and this is kind of tripping. I haven't used it yet, but this is guide tape that is pre-cut in those 45-degree angles. I'm gonna have to turn my light off again. You're never gonna see this. You're probably never gonna see it anyway. It's very hard to see, but let's see if I can get an angle here.
Yeah, if you hold on.
It's real faint. It's because it's also glossy, but
If you switch me over, Jay, switch my over to me.
Just 1 second here.
There you go.
well, you got some too.
Yeah, so these guys are the pre-cut ones. I don't know if you guys can see it on my camera since I'm using a.
Yeah, I haven't used them yet, but I'm really curious to see how they do because it's basically like guide tape, but it's pre-cut with the
Absolutely.
type of scribing angles. There you go. That's a good. You can kind of see it, especially that the last one you just had there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a handful of us got a couple sheets of those too.
Oh, cool.
Mhm.
I'm stoked to play with them as well, man.
So I don't feel
glad
so
you can
special.
keep going. No, man, we're all special. What are you fucking
We're all special.
Just
We're all-
I know I'm
we're
messing.
all-
Come on.
He wants our input. That's the thing. He's giving us the chance to give us some input on
Yeah.
on this stuff.
We're all
And then,
beautiful and unique snowflakes, Mike. Come on.
You have different minds. Our minds are all
Yeah,
slightly
Jay,
different.
switch over to me for one hot second. This is
Alrighty.
for
That'll be
this is for
$19.99.
oh
that-
damn! Did you
You good,
get
bud?
that?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Yeah, the one that I showed a long time ago.
Yeah, I
This is
think I
one of my
remember
model
that.
This is one of my first model kits I ever made. This is the fourth model kit I ever made. Is with this guy right here. This is the model kit, believe it or not.
That was
Has
an
more
actual
parts to
kit.
it too. Has a big shield that goes on this side. There's a big shield that fits out on this side, and then an ammo clip, and then 5 shells also that go in there. And I've only sold one of them my entire life, and I've made 2 of them too. But yeah. So basically, I spent a lot of money to make full molds or something that's awesome for
And
no reason. Go Borderlands, or you can cut me out.
that's all. That's all the stuff I got from Craig or Colin. So,
Julio's.
but I really like those printed guides. Has anybody else ever used them yet?
The guides I have not. I
The
haven't-
3D printed ones.
I've used something similar.
They work really well.
Yeah.
And you do have to be a little bit careful with the amount of pressure you put on the edge, like when you're holding it on the part, because especially the larger guys. I did have one split on me, and that was because I was just really just cranking on, trying to hold it in place, and I didn't realize I was putting excessive amount of pressure on the actual. It didn't split it in the, from the corner of the guide. It split kind of on the flat piece that you don't really use. Actually the flat piece that lays on the part. That's where it's kind of split. But I learned something there because they are pretty precise.
I can guarantee you those are going to be really good and they're probably going to work. I know your quality. They're going to work.
Yeah, so far I'm enjoying them. I never used them before until I started this. I started putting panel lines on some stuff here and there. Most of the panels are pretty nice on this kit already, but there's just a couple of spots where I needed to add some detail, especially like the shield.
Here's another one. Here's another
What's
one,
that?
Zach. I
Oh,
actually
good
have
God.
this is the second one. This is the second kit that I made, and I actually have one of these still for sale. If anyone's interested, you can get it. Initially,
Okay, and how much is it?
oh, it's quite a bit. That's how it goes when you go dealing for like 1-to-1 Borderlands props. You may have known this model to be. This is just roughly lined out with a horrible amount of pre-tone. This one has been featured by Goldmaster Cosplay. She got one of my kits as well, and she's put it everywhere, and everyone loves it. She did such a great job painting it. Like I just make the raw kit, and somebody does something to it and makes it into a beautiful piece of like art. So I mean, the sculpture is one thing, but
that one you had there, that's not finished, right? That's
this
not
thing,
painted.
no.
It is finished. Okay,
Yeah.
well, I wasn't sure if it was
this
just like appreciated, and you were going to do some more.
Barely
colors or-
appreciated, barely. I was actually thinking about it, and this is the one that would need that like hexagonal
Oh,
pattern to it.
I've had a lot of people tell me after
covered
seeing
in
it, they
dirt.
thought it was very like Halo-ish, like Covenant Halo-esque pattern. That especially the color, the purple color, because it's seen a lot with that Covenant.
Oh,
stuff.
totally. Yeah, like the what is the Needler? The Needler kind of has that kind of print on it. Like even if you look at what Volpin did, if you know Harrison Crick's Volpin props did with his Needler, which is amazing. And
Yeah.
then
There's a couple of weapons and some of the other structures that have that on it. And so yeah, I could see where especially one of the photos I took, it was up against the blue cutting, my masking plate that I had, and it somehow like the camera just altered it. It looked more reddish than it did purple. And I was when I took it with my phone, I was like, holy crap! So I took another photo of it with up against the green matte, and it looked more true to the true purple color that I had on there. But I could see where someone would see that and go, wow, it looks like Halo. It's totally like that.
very nice.
So, no, he's building his little maquet. I can see the little runners on his bench. Julio's.
How much you selling that Borderlands gun for? I'll give you a wooden nickel, a pistachio ice cream cone, and a pat on the ass.
Wow.
That's not nearly enough.
I'll give you $1 and
A bargain at any price.
I'll give you $3.50.
Tree pity. So now I'm just going to start panelining this other shield because I haven't done that yet. So
I was thinking about throwing it up on eBay.
That'd be a good idea.
See what happens.
is Borderlands still popular enough to grab
it is.
some?
It is.
Well,
But
that's what I'm saying.
This is old tech in regards to Borderlands, but it's from one of the better Borderlands. So
Yeah, I played the game.
not worried
I just don't remember the last time. If it's
which one?
well, the first one. But I mean,
Fair.
I'm just asking if it's relevant enough that people would know what it was when they saw it.
Well, Zabgoth respected the shotgun that I pulled out because that's pretty iconic for what it is. So is the SMG that I pulled out as well. That is basically the Maliwan Hellfire, which is a legendary SMG. And then the gun, the big shotgun that I have, is essentially it's the Flacker, which is also a legendary gun. So they're the big name guns that people know about. I was working especially with the shotgun to make things to where they were more like the game where you could like get different parts and put them all together. So like I have different barrels and things that are in pre-production that I've never finished and I probably never will because it doesn't make any sense to at this point, but it's been very, very ambitious and fun for me to make these kind of things. But I have essentially I have the Bandit barrel, and I have designs for, I actually have the barrel and the main part of the gun, and I have designs for the big gigantic drum magazine that goes on it, and then some of the other additions I have pre-made, and then I have some designs for the handle. But I have, so basically these are all made to be integrated with each other. So the barrel of the Bandit gun will fit with the barrel of the Torque gun, they're interchangeable. make different variants of the gun. That was the whole idea behind it all when I was super ambitious. But this is like 2011 when I was doing this, 2012. So it was a long
Yeah,
time.
but you'll find somebody then that totally knows.
No. It's just like another feather in the cap, and like just things that propel me forward in what I'm doing now.
I mean, if you throw it up on eBay, like you said, someone will.
Oh yeah, with the gun or whatever, sure.
Someone will
And I can always
certainly be
make
searching
more.
it and go, "Oh yeah."
I already know someone who wants one.
I've invested so much in all these amazing molds that work really, really well, and learned a lot too, which is really awesome. That's ultimately what it's about.
He
It's like
hasn't. He hasn't told us how much it's for sale for though.
which one? The Malawan?
I don't
I think I have
know.
him for, like,
Whatever one you were at, whoever was asking Julio, I think.
The Malawan, Julio from the Bronx. The Malawan SMG is I think $275.
Oh, that's not as much as I thought you were going to say. I thought
Yeah.
you were going to be like,
How much is in this
Bargain,
painted?
right?
John Lynn, the Zabgoth says he has a commission
Oh
for you.
no, he messaged me on how to contact Brian about it.
Of course. Oh yeah, I was actually thinking about getting rid of one of my my shotguns because I have two of them. I have one that's painted like the Flacker, and then I have one that is painted like the Ravager. But they're identical kits ultimately, with all the same parts, and they're all fully cast and everything's ready to go. The Flacker actually has the magazine mounted to the outside and like some of the pre-painting done on it with like a big star and all that stuff. So if you are interested in that, you can get a hold of me through John Lynn or me or whatever. It's fine.
Cool.
nerd. Games.
Cool.
I'll make you guys one just as good out of construction paper, popsicle sticks, macaroni elbows, and school glue.
Look, I got a freaking anything possible now.
The thing is, like those guns and those things that I made as a full
School
like
glue.
a real thing. Ultimately, I made it out of like actual stuff like wood and metal and plastic and all these different things.
So there's some weight to it. Even when you hold it, it's like, oh,
Well, no,
You'll
but
paint it
like,
firearms for
here's the deal,
life.
I cast them hollow because I built a rotocaster, right? So I can hollow cast machines. So I hacked together some tools and some gears, and I had some other parts made, and I made some other parts myself. And I basically made like a hand crank rotational centrifugal caster out of like I hacked the 90 degree out of a grinder, a broken grinder, and then I like just made some parts, and then I got found a gear, a motorcycle gear, and some motorcycle chain, and then made another gear, and then like put this all together, just simple machinery, so that I can crank and make this like thing that spins at a certain ratio to
That's
like
crazy.
do a hollow casting. Yeah, exactly. And then I learned how to make the molds that go inside of that, which is like a specific kind of like mold and like fiberglass shell and like multiple parts and all this stuff. So yeah. Go hobbies.
Yeah.
Yay.
got a whole new appreciation for talented Brian.
You guys want to see something?
Yeah, we learn all the things. Share all the knowledge. Look at that thing. Oh, that is gorgeous.
Further
Oh,
away. Further away.
I got a cool one the other day.
There you go.
Oh,
I got the Barbados, but I don't know.
Dude, the Barbados. is
Barbados.
But then this one's the one I'm really impressed with. This
Oh,
one.
that is sexy.
the
Oh,
Mercer
man, I don't have that.
Gold,
That's nice.
dude.
Yeah,
that's
the
nice.
messer.
So
I see your goof. I see your goof, and I raise you a messer.
So this is the point in the night where I tell you to go check out our buddies at USA Gundam.
Yeah, when you buy something, you get stickers for free.
Who doesn't want a sticker? I mean,
Use my code. Use my code.
Especially
No.
Use
post-
my code. Use any code. It doesn't
use
matter what.
my code.
Use my
Jane
code.
100, get 100% off of everything.
use my code. I don't have shit. I don't even have a code.
I ordered this to get a
Buy
sticker.
Mecha Decal.
Buy
Mecha
Mecha
Decal 3
Decals.
is up for pre-order now.
Mecha Decals 3 is going to be fire.
What do you mean? It's gonna be? It is fire.
It is. I'm saying when they're produced and we have them. It's going to be dope. It's going to be dope. This actually looks like a fun little thing to throw together really quickly.
That's
I-
the high-grade iron-blooded orphans.
Hajiboroshi.
Hajiro Boshi.
Hajiboroshi.
Hajiro Boshi.
I've only seen one really good build of that so far.
You know what? You're talking a lot of shit, Tabs.
He got his kit finished. He submitted it to SCGMC. Now it's
You
just,
know, he's just sitting back judging
he's
everything.
like, yeah, all you guys can suck it.
I don't think that at all. I was just saying, like, nobody has done a custom of that except one person so far, and it seems like a really nice kit to
Yeah, it
build a
does.
custom off of.
It really does.
The Rhine car is awesome. I like the Rhine car as a kit. Sorry, I knew this was coming into Julio's pocket. I got one hanging out. I also got a Grimgird someday, which I will turn into some form of the Rhine car, probably a little bit more grandiose because it's me after all. And
Because it's me.
yeah,
No way.
yeah, because I don't fuck around mostly. I mean,
Uh,
has my record proven me wrong? No, I think not.
I was. You didn't sense the sarcasm in my voice.
Of course, I think the sarcasm in your voice.
You might have to do it in the Arnold accent.
means I win. What's that?
Yeah, I'm just gonna play the other side of the fence, but everything you make is doodoo.
You didn't hear the sarcasm in my voice?
It's
Put
true.
it
Though.
this
Everything
way.
you did is shit.
Doodoo.
Next time I put it in real slow.
I put it in real slow.
Everything that I've
It's
made,
slow.
I can do better than. I just haven't tried hard enough.
Seriously, like everything I've made, I feel like I could do better now.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to try another
I
wing kit.
think, right? That's the idea behind progression, like constant
Mhm.
progression, evolving,
Seriously.
honing your skills.
can't wait to
I
get that.
I peaked 2 years ago.
Get the fuck out of here!
I peaked 2 years ago.
Have you
I
met my
peaked
friend
after my
Chris?
first Haro.
Yeah.
Everything
What do
has just been
What do you
downhill.
mean? What do you mean you peaked?
I looked at my build 2 years ago and go, yep, it's never gonna get better than this. And then I just outlet do after do.
I peaked
Nice.
after my first Haro,
Very
and every
well.
other attempt is just a stabbing.
It's been a good run, Pab. It's been a good run.
Yeah, do you think your Quant is better than your Amazing Exia?
I like them equally. They're both my children.
Do you know the places
They're
you
both
cut
my
corners
children.
here and there for each of them, right?
Yes, I do.
So do you, do you think one is better quality wise over the other?
I think
You cut
that
corners?
I did cut corners technically on the Quant more than I did on the
We
Exia.
all cut corners. Come on.
I had way more time to build the Exia, and I was hospitalized in the middle of
Oh, here it comes. Here it
Oh,
comes.
that's right.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was.
Hospitalized in the middle of it, and I still had time to make a base and all that stuff. So yeah,
I need a drink.
You know what I
Um,
like instead of a base? I like to paint whatever is holding my model up with black 2.0, BLK 2.0,
Just-
so that it disappears.
Oh,
it's not
God.
really there.
It makes it look like you didn't purchase the action base.
Oh shit!
Microtransaction.
Jay, make Julio big, please.
Make
Man,
Julio big.
I
You
know.
are the host. This is your
Oh,
responsibility.
Look at
Make
that.
Julio
man.
Julio
you need to
big.
stay in your lane.
Yo, Julio, what's the bottom of that look like? Bam! Talking about, dudes. That is what I'm
You never get to see that.
Yes, Julio, that looks amazing, man. Well done.
Thank you.
Agreed.
Thank
What are the square things? Where is gonna be putting those?
Oh yeah, this is the back of it. This is the front.
Ah,
I gotta paint more of this.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
it's progress. Yeah.
So I'm fucking with his head right now. He's
Sure.
gonna be posed in there.
Let's do.
That's
Uh-huh.
nice. Let me show you the big one. The big one came out nice.
So good.
I can put this up.
Ooh,
So nice.
look at this man's face.
I love
He's
that
so
shit,
proud.
As
I
well.
gotta paint the hell of a lot more
No,
of
it
it.
should
but,
be.
Uh-huh.
I did the pseudo primer with the hodgepodge, and it's all nice and solid. Like, it's not, the hodgepodge. You know what the fuck I'm talking about, Babs?
He's talking about Mod Podge and like paint and glue. Or no, Mod Podge paint and what is it, Julio? Water. It's it.
Yeah,
Mod
some
Podge, paint,
water, some hot,
You
some
just thin it out.
hodgepodge, and
Essentially, Julio's making a tinted barge. and that's going to sound weird, but the product is called Barge, and it's for sealing foams and other stuff like that. It's like a glue that you paint on the outside of stuff. So Mod Podge is the same kind of thing. It's like a poster paint or something like that. Julio, that looks fucking dope. So I gave Julio this big box of foam that I've been holding on to for years and years and years and years and years, and was like, please, my friend, take these and do something. And look what he fucking did. It looks amazing. Dude, it looks fucking amazing. When I'm pleased, beyond pleased, and impressed as well. Well done.
So Julio, someone has a question for you.
What do you want?
Brendan Hayes says, I did an out-of-box build for Hajiboroshi recently. How would you customize yours?
Oh man, so all right, the original kit is super armor heavy, so I'm gonna section out a lot of, because it's a lot of blank space. I'm definitely gonna scribe a lot of shit on that chest and section out most of the middle, so you can maybe see the two Ahab reactors. And it's colored, maybe the same original, because I did the Barbatos, and this is like his son.
Akatsuki?
Yeah.
Right.
So I kind of want to do the Hajiboroshi, kind of like the way I did the Barbatos, the 144. It's real good. I'm going to subtract a lot of shit. I'm not going to add anything. You know, like, no.
What was that about the Akatsuki? What?
His son. This is his son's suit, dude.
Right?
Did you
Wasn't
not know
that Mika's son with
Yeah.
Oh, Mikazuki. Yeah.
We can find out right now.
We can. What are we finding out?
We're gonna read the
Isn't
book.
that the one that's supposed to be coming out from the mobile game? That never
Yeah.
happened.
So what is the difference between the
But the mobile
Hajiboroshi-
game was supposed to be happen at the same time as
In between
the original IBO series.
Yeah.
Time paradox.
What's the difference between the Hajiboroshi and the Marcosius?
Less armor, less
Is it the same frame though?
yeah, it looks like it. It doesn't have sub arms. There's no sub arms here. It looks like it's built more for speed, and the
So is that a configuration of the same suit?
it looks like it. Yeah, I mean all the Calamity Wars frames are pretty much the same.
They ought to
Pretty
have like a hypothetical what would happen if Akihiro and Lofter had like a crazy uber child, right?
Truth.
Just think about that. That's the deal. That's why they had to kill Lofter, which everyone sheds a tear.
Henry says, I don't think it's his son.
Too powerful.
I don't know. That's
Yeah,
what I
don't think so
originally
either.
thought.
I think it's supposed to be from that mobile game that was supposed
I
to
don't
come
think
out.
it's his son. Oh,
Which is supposed to be happening at the same time as
Manny,
Iron Blooded
so-
Orphans.
Yeah, Manny says they're not the same suit.
What's that other one called?
Marcosius.
The Marcosius and the Hajiboroshi have the same frame. Definitely.
And then Gary Lundy says, was wondering how do you guys get such intricate detail with high grade kits? I have big fat fingers, so I've been struggling a bit.
I work in master grade.
How do we work?
Go scale up, you'll be all right.
What was the question again? I
Like
missed.
no good lie.
Nobody sees your mistakes if you just put so much paint on your kit and you call it abstract art. They never see your mistakes.
I missed the question, Pabs. What was the question?
So he was asking how we get such intricate detail with high grade kits. He has big fat fingers, and so he's been struggling a bit.
Skewers.
You pick.
Hold tiny parts while you paint them.
So-
I
Yeah, go ahead, Jen.
no, you go ahead.
No,
I use these for what I do at least. I use these nail art tools or little dippy dotty tools. You can get nice little details on them. They're really tiny. You get like 8 of them for I think like $5. Look up nail art tools. So I got
So-
off for you.
Definitely, if you want details on smaller things, you need smaller chisels if you're going to start scribing, and masking.
Yep.
Masking definitely give you some good details. Everything but the frame is new modern technology for the Hajiboroshi.
Hajiboroshi?
Yeah, Hajiroboshi.
Hajiroboshi?
Hajiroboshi. The boy who was born and raised on the Rodonista colony that floats over Venus. His parents
Venus.
died when he was young, and he inherited the Atham Equipment Colony Maintenance Company. He was experienced operating Heolek Grays lent by Gallahorn as part of his administrative task, and is familiar with handling mobile suits. He's a cheerful personality with a big dream of making Venus a major part of Victoria's destination.
Yeah, it's part of the side story. He's not related
Yeah.
to Mika.
I thought that was his fucking son, bro.
Nah, that's what everybody wants.
That's doo-doo.
Miguel Crespo says, I stab myself at least 5 times a day when scribbing kits.
Subscribing, you gotta.
Well, he has two B's. It's scribbing.
It's scribbing.
I finished up my
If you're
No,
stabbing
don't-
yourself, you're doing
You
it.
gotta
a lot of
trust Paps to say it out how it's spelled.
It's 2 B's. It's scribbing. One
I'm
B.
screaming big screen. Right
Also,
now.
I put it in our private chat here. I put that link up to Light Industries if you guys want to.
Sweet.
You can copy and paste that wherever to this.
These are all up and running now.
Ah.
Yeah, so the suit was from Mars or from Venus.
This is the Zapgoth says there's a decent Sharpie pen that has good ink and makes a nice cheap panel liner. I'm gonna say this right now. Please don't use Sharpie as a panel liner.
Yeah, that's a big no.
That's a big.
Yeah.
Mm.
I've tried artist pens and lots of things over the years ago, and it's
Even if Sharpie looks good when you first apply it and wipe away the excess, it's gonna drag and run after a while. Like it doesn't fully cure. It's no bueno. Don't do it. No. Bad apple. Bad apple. Don't do it. So cheers. Cheers, everyone.
oh, are we drinking?
Cheers.
The Zapgoth then
I actually need
continues-
more.
The Zapgoth continues to say,
Got a little
this
dirty
is not-
dishwater here.
oh, this is not the crap that turns purple. I rag it down.
Miguel, when you're scribing, just go lightly with it. Don't dig. You're digging, and that's how you're stabbing yourself. Let the chisel do the work. Glide. It's supposed to glide.
It's like my dad always taught me when you're reloading ammo in a gun, slow is smooth is fast. So same deal with
We're not hearing you that great, Brian.
Slow is smooth.
You sound like you stuck your microphone up Julio's rectum as well.
Whoa.
Pabs just wants to know where my rectum is.
I swear, it's getting. Yeah, any of you guys ever purchased from Spray Gunner?
Yeah.
How do you like their customer service?
I didn't have any problems, so I didn't get to talk to them or anything. But
Oh,
it seemed all right.
My experience is not negative by any means. I think they are amazing.
That's good.
Their shipping speeds are ridiculously fast.
Yeah.
And the other day when I got some of this stuff, I think I told you about this when I got this purple.
The filtering liquid.
Yeah, the filtering liquid. There was like tissue paper inside the bottle. I saw something floating. I thought it was like a clump of paint, but it was like somebody had shoved a bunch of tissue paper inside it.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe to make it look full if they returned it. That's the only thing I could think of. Like the bottle was used and they shoved something in there to increase make the level look higher.
Shit.
So when I got it, I sent them a message that said, "Is this normal?" And they wanted pictures of it. I sent them some pictures. They sent me out a replacement bottle. I got that shit in like 3 days. I mean, it was stupid.
Yeah.
They're on it. I mean, they're even faster than USA Gun Store.
I ordered a bunch of their splash paints, and they came in like 3 days. It was here.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how they do it, and the shipping is not ridiculously priced. Especially if you buy a decent amount. And most of the stuff I've ever bought has been paint because they're only ones that seem to have a good stock of Mr. Color most of the time.
Yeah, they got a bunch of different stuff. Pretty
And I
good.
just, anytime I get a bottle that I run low on, I'll replace 1 or 2 at a time. And it's always packaged good, and they're super fast. So
The
shout out
Zapgoth
to those
says
guys.
0.8 millimeters non-bleeding. Oh, here. Hold on.
This is Brian transmitting from inside Julio's butthole.
Gary
Directly
Lundy.
in Tab's ears.
Gary
It
Lundy,
sounds like you have some reverb on your voice.
I'm
Yeah,
envisioning,
it's my
I'm,
boy.
envisioning,
Uh,
I'm envisioning an old Eddie Murphy skit where he puts his hands up over the camera. He says, "This is the inside of my colon," and it's just a black screen. You can't see shit.
So Gary Lundy says, how do you all handle or attack scratch building for your custom kits? At the moment, trying to recreate an MG Double Gundam and scratch building has been a hassle.
You definitely gotta draw it out. If you're doing something that intensive, you gotta draw it out. You gotta plan it. You gotta plan each section quarter by quarter of what you're gonna make. You can't just run at it. You gotta plan it out. You gotta size it down. You gotta do the math and know exactly what you're cutting and what you're putting together, dude.
Yeah, if I can
Definitely draw it out.
If I can interject something really quick, what I like to do when you're dealing pro or a direct conversion, something like that, if it's something that's similar, and you have a part, but you know what it's supposed to look like, what I would say is you should take the part and plainly trace it on paper, and then use colored pencils of varying different shades. Start with the lighter shade, and then go to a darker shades, and progressively work on sketching out what the shape you're looking to get from that outset, so you have like an idea or a profile to try and achieve, and then from there you can cut some styrene sheeting or some plastics plating, whatever, to then apply and build up to where you're going. Remember, you can always bring back, so always draw and design a little bit larger so that you have the ability to like sand things back and make everything perfect, because that's going to save you. It's much harder to build up from something than it is to take back to it. Like you can't same thing to deal with woodworking, right? You can't cut something longer. So yeah, you cut a little bit over and then bring it back. So same kind of thing. So cool. I just wanted to interject that, guys.
No, man. Good stuff.
I can't give you any advice. I don't do none of that shit.
Listen,
Listen, you talking to a guy that paints with Crayola blow pens, okay?
Oh, jeez.
You got the Gundam marker color system.
Crayola.
That shit work.
I paint with dollar store watercolors.
Parts duplication, I think, is probably one of the most challenging parts of doing that kind of, whether you're scratch building or just doing an armor mod. Being able to duplicate your symmetrical parts so they look the same,
Oh god,
while you're cutting stuff out. I mean, it's important to cut all your parts out that for both left and right before you start assembling things, so you got the same same shape, same size, everything lines up. Most of the when I did the Jesta build, the Urban Assault Jesta, every single panel, every flat surface was touched in some way, whether it was scribing or adding plastic strip, plate, whatever, to make an armor mod. And you got a lot of left and right parts, the skirts, the legs, arms, everything. So if you're going to do especially extensive scratch building, make sure you're cutting all your pieces out before you have
measure twice,
symmetrical part. Yeah, and you got to be able to sand them, because anytime you trace a piece that you just cut out, the one you're tracing is going to be larger than the one you just cut, because your trace lines never line up perfectly. You know what I mean? If you put a part on a piece of plastic and trace around it, that piece that you've just traced is larger than the one you actually traced.
Okay, so what's the workaround?
You know what I'm saying? So
what's the workaround for that?
Do you have a solution, an easier one than just cutting it out and sanding it down?
No. The workaround is you use the same part as a template and you trace every part over and over again. You make an extra one to cover the one that was originally your template.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So instead of using that original part, you're using that as a template. To
exactly. Yeah.
Master mode.
It's just one extra part. I mean, that's nothing. Ultimately, in the end, and I shit you not, I make them things over and over again. Like I did the same deal with my RGM Sniper Custom recently that happened earlier this year with the Bandai thing, right? So the little fins that go on the back of the legs that I made for those custom parts that like shroud the boosters on the back of the calf, those I made originally for a specific spec, and I measured them all out like I do, and I cut them all out, blah, 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 and I sanded them all down. And I looked at them and was like, oh, fuck, they're too small. And I had to make them again, so it's like 16 parts or something twice. or whatever the fuck
Jeez.
it is. Can't remember. But
Speaking
yeah,
of fins, you guys, any of you guys use Colin's vent jig yet?
The vent jig?
Nope.
No.
I made one.
Nice.
It's my first attempt.
Oh, yeah.
There is a little bit of a learning curve, but it does work. The tool is pretty cool. But yeah, I got this little guy, like this little tiny thing. I don't even know you can't even see this. You can kind of see.
Little vent is blown out.
Yeah, it's just a practice one, but
Hold on.
oh,
Bring
hang
that
on,
back
let me turn this light off so it's not so damn bright. But let's see if it'll focus. You can kind of see the fins a little bit there.
oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
Right on. Interesting.
But
That is
it
cool.
does work. You just have to. When I was cutting the pieces to put in there, I was cutting them too large because I didn't realize the higher you stack the vent, the more you have to sand off later to get it down to to be able to use the jig properly.
Yeah, that makes
So,
sense.
but he's got a nice video on how to do it, and he's designed that
Check
tool
it out.
pretty cool too. So when you do use it, you've got the way he designed the print or the printed jig. It comes with its own built-in like guide, so your pieces line up properly when you stick them in there and when you glue them together. So, but yeah, it's definitely kind of like, oh shit, this isn't as easy as it looked on the video. I really have to. Of course, I just slapped it together too. I wasn't being too precise, but I used my chopper to cut every piece to get it exactly the same size. But
Wait, you used the chopper?
the chopper, yes, I used the chopper tool. Get my chopper. Chopper right over here.
Thank you for leaning into that. I appreciate it personally.
Chopper, yes, chopper tool.
I
Everyone should get one.
appreciate it immensely.
Do you actually own a chopper, John?
I own one of those little blender choppers, if that counts.
The slap chopper.
I own a lawnmower, which is just a fancy chopper.
That doesn't
Y'all ain't got a
count.
sham wow.
I actually
The
use
German
that.
sham.
There's the bottom of my feet.
So, if there are any of you out there that aren't familiar with OMC, then you should be familiar with OMC, which is the original mecha competition. Actually, hang on a second. I will pull out. I have the fucking placard that I should have given to Julio. Right here.
I need to make another drink.
Do it.
OMC. You can find the information on Facebook. There's still a little bit of time left. The deadline is the end of the month. It started in February. If you're
What's he
just
holding?
finding out about it now, you're a little late to the party, but that's okay because it doesn't really matter. They just have a good time. There's a lot of cool prizes, and one of the cool prizes that is in that is a chopper too that I'm donating. So I don't know who's donating. Obviously, I have no control over that. I'm just donating it as the winner of OMC last year. I figured it would be the right thing to do to donate a cool tool. Hey, look at that right there.
Julio's got one.
Yeah, donate a really helpful thing to a builder and a creative person out there. So like I wanted to oh Julio.
Nice segue there from the chopper to your donation. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. I mean that's cool. Trying to help everybody out. That's my whole thing all along. It's like to build cool stuff and make other people want to build cool stuff too.
Yeah. What's Pab's whole thing? Just crush enemies.
Crush enemies.
Crush
No,
enemies.
Pab's
See them
now-
driven
Pab's-
before you, and to hear the lamentation of the
Good,
women.
but he was smart to be my friend because he didn't want to be my enemy.
You ask him what is best in life.
Obviously, I'm joking around and I'm kidding around. Oh, Julio, look at that shit. Gorgeous.
Ah, damn.
I like it.
Look good. He's gonna look real good. He's gonna face forward.
Are you gonna put any
I'll
weird
be right back.
vegetative growth on there? I should have gave you some fucking moss. All right, when you come by this week, I'm gonna give you some moss.
Okay. It'll be dope. This is just part of it.
Moss.
Part of my whole piece.
No, I got this gigantic bag of moss that I can't use all of, and it's gonna go bad probably. So I gotta look at all
That's
this
a lot of moss.
right? This is a lot of the same kind of moss. I need like this much. But this was the smallest volume I could purchase it in. So
Dude, I'm kind of in the same boat too. I got plenty of mouse that I'm not using.
You guys know you can go to your local parks and just pick some up and take it home.
Yeah, I just went outside and took some grass and shit and chopped it up real good. Question: How would you go about converting
from my casting, which are good for tree parts.
I got some of that.
I know, I give you a giant bunch. And he was
We got a question here.
He's like, I don't know,
how
man,
would
should I
you
take
go-
all this? I was like, you're gonna take everything.
Okay, Brian, I think Jonathan has a question. There you go.
Of course.
No, how would you go about converting a PG unicorn, not that I know I don't have one yet, into a new Gundam? I'm
Wow.
thinking of converting mine and don't know where to start.
Well, what do I have for unicorn books? First thing I would say is get some books, okay? And that's going to sound weird
So-
and a little bit at first, but it's going to be smart in the end.
I wouldn't do it with the PG unicorn.
I would do it with the Grandpa Gundam.
No!
I
however-
personally wouldn't do it at all.
However, if you are very adamant on doing this, you are going to have to use a lot of those outer armor pieces as the inner frame itself.
Yeah.
And then you're going to have to scratch build pretty much almost
Most
everything.
of it.
Yeah.
Most of
Yeah.
it.
Just because you don't have a lot of the same silhouette on the
Dramatic.
unicorn to the new. Yeah, there's no similarities whatsoever. So you're kind of the only thing that's similar is maybe like the calf, and even then that's not really that similar.
No, it's not though.
No.
It's not though. Not at all, because look what the calf of the unicorn, right? No, that's
No,
not.
I'm talking about like just the roundness. Those top.
not even that.
top
But yeah,
half.
but still, look at that level.
Yeah. So what I was saying is you can take the top half of that and use the roundness of that, cut it in half.
But it's not round enough.
It doesn't have to be.
Rounded.
If you want it to be right,
Like I said, you can use it as a base. That's what I said earlier. I said to use the outside armor as the base of the round.
I think you're right going Gramps. Gramps is way better because it's more stylized for it. That is the right choice.
And there might actually be some sort of conversion out there for it.
There is not.
No?
There is not.
Well, not with that attitude.
Trust Pabs, I have
So I was thinking it.
There really is.
You said it.
There is a 160 and 172 scale new by G System. And
So who's gonna buy the PG Extreme or whatever they're calling that thing?
Not right now. I'm not.
Unleashed.
Unleashed, yeah, the PG Unleashed.
it looks
I
pretty
just
retro,
hearing-
to be honest.
Here in
It's
Leashed, I
supposed
just
to be,
think like
it's supposed to be
Sonic
pretty
Unleashed.
cool. There's a video that you can watch that really makes it look nice. But
Yeah, it looks really, really amazing. I would love to finish one.
I just don't
It looks like a really big real
spend
grid.
that kind of money on it.
I mean, that's not
Well,
a
I
bad thing.
guess it kind of is because of the pre-assembled sections of the frame and stuff.
But that's not a bad thing.
But
No, that's not a terrible thing either. I feel like that will fight build fatigue or whatever. Like it'll keep you from getting bored of building all of that effing model.
I haven't seen, a bunch of it. But from what I have seen, it seems like that there's a lot of
I'm hyped to see if
compartments,
they
a
do
lot of
anything.
details, a lot
Yeah.
of moving hatches, doors, things like that.
This is
Right,
that,
like,
that,
what if they-
that model is exactly what I would expect from a perfect grade.
Yeah.
That's what it probably should be. To be honest, yeah. If you're gonna spend that kind of money on something that big,
What would you think if they did one like it was like a Senaju? there was a similar style where there was
Oh,
like a
boy.
raw inner frame that you slapped like many layers of detail, and then open hatch style, armor and booster, all the fucking fine details of everything on a Nandu. That'd be tight, right? I think it's a good step, honestly, and like. Not that there's any problem with building the frame out and building a kit from scratch or anything like that. Even if it's whatever 112, what the hell? I don't give a fuck. You want to build it, build it. Who gives a shit? But like, I don't know. I don't mind that like pre-built skinny inner part. Personally,
Yeah, it's just the bones.
I haven't experienced it. I have no idea. I mean, really, it's just me seeing it now and in my raw opinion on like pictures on the internet. So.
It really feels like a real rig.
Take that shit with salt. I haven't built the new. Did you build the new yet? Julio?
Yeah.
We both got the new and the Resi, but I haven't built the new yet. So you built it?
What you got there? What you got there, Brian? What are you drinking?
Oh, rum and coke.
Oh, I got some
and
dirty
a real
dishwater.
rum glass.
There's rum in here too, but it's orange juice, so I call it dirty dishwater because it looks like dirty dishwater.
Rum and pineapple juice.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Pineapple
Rum.
juice? Is there
There's
any vodka?
a rum theme going on.
I have a Diet Coke and nothing.
Okay, so I'm gonna repeat what I said. I said there are no conversion kits for the new, but there are resin kits from G System, Recosters, etc., etc. I literally said that 5 minutes ago.
Straight up.
So
Garage kids.
Is
Bill, don't challenge Chris.
I know he's really testy today. Is it just me?
I bet they're hard as fuck to find.
they are very hard to find. Yeah.
I feel like I'm being scolded like I'm the 9-year-old. I literally said that 5 minutes ago.
I'm practicing.
Sorry, I was making a drink. I wasn't here for you.
Hey, it's better than getting reminded to go on big screen. Oh, thanks, Mom.
You're welcome.
Can I get my allowance today?
So Hasaki just says G System did make a 160 new, and he did not like the way it looked. No, I think the proportions are really strange on it. Their 172 scale actually looks a bit better. So.
It's strange how scale seems to screw up certain kits. Like when they try to do larger scale stuff like that, it's like the proportions are never right. Even though you'd think it would be just easy enough to upscale the sizing, of the original. But but if you took everything and just made it larger, it's crazy how sometimes it just doesn't look right.
I mean, even with G Systems, like G Systems kits are already quite stylized. So I don't know. I don't think it translated too well to the proportions of even like the Sazabi looked a bit strange in the G System kits.
Like the 160.
Yeah, the 160 scale one. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But you guys know Matt Morozic in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's building another one for somebody, or I think he's going to do another one. He got a commission for a big resin kit, and he did a 160 Sazabi years ago.
Just want to interject here real quick. We got Ruslan trying to pick a fight, and then Colin saying goodnight. Good night, Colin. And Michael Dawson asking, would a mega size Granddad be better than a PG to convert to a new? And I would say undoubtedly no. It would be worse to do because the mega size kits are like very, very basic high grade kits, but huge-eyed. And I speak from personal experience. They are super duper basic. And if you're going to try and convert a mega size Granddad into a new, it would be like a sculptural piece more than anything. It would be so much hack and slash and scratch build and everything, and it would end up being a gigantic brick of sculptural awesome if you got done and was amazing. But seriously, you'd be better off going for a smaller kind of situation. If you haven't built a new yet, I would say find one in some form, probably high grade or whatever you can do, and just to get one to take a look at it, and then get one of the kit that you want to turn it from into, and then put those at least together from the same, like 144 or whatever, like get a Grandad and get a new for what are they, 12 or 20 bucks or whatever the fuck it is between that range between the two of them, and put them side by side and look and see for yourself one to one what they are together, to see what you would probably have to do to get to that point. That is, like, in my opinion, that is like the most basic way from taking one to the next. So maybe that might be a good way to
I thought he
start.
was talking to me. He's talking to Dawson.
Yeah, Michael Dawson. Sorry, you wine.
Well, no, I was kind of reading the chat and I was like, wait, is he talking to me? No, he's talking to Michael Dawson.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna stop talking now. My wife says I talk too much.
No way. Oh, I say that. There's a guy I work with who's like, yeah, the other day I was getting baked, and I just said, no way. You?
It works both ways.
Every day. It's only like every single day, this guy. Oh, my God.
We got 15 minutes left. Then I can do whatever the fuck I want.
But who's
Get outta
counting?
here.
Chooch of the North Star. Oh. He gone.
I will throw hands down, man.
What was that? What was that? You said you could do what?
Do it.
You get nothing and like it.
You get what I give you. I am the host.
Ooh,
Yeah, I can understand why,
The
like,
hostess with the mostest.
old samurais would drink a bunch of sake and then go fight each other. I totally understand.
Oh, somebody wants to fight Pabs. He's been saying it in the.
Oh, that was
saying in the
Bill.
chat.
Yeah.
They'll fight me.
Bill's just an old man who couldn't hear what I was saying.
Oh, that's a good question, though, Michael Dawson. You're absolutely right. I don't know, honestly, what would be a better. I mean, yeah, I'm not saying you're afraid of scratch build or anything like that. I'm just trying to say, like, what would be the most, I don't know, with the path of least resistance, I guess, is all I'm thinking. Like, yeah, I ain't trying to, like, throw a shade or anything weird like that, man. Don't give me a weird, bro.
Don't
You
get
don't
weird,
talk
bro.
enough, says Steph. Thanks, man. Trust me, I'll be talking to you more soon.
You know,
Maybe
talking
PG
now.
Strike is a base. Maybe PG Strike is a base. What do you think about that, Pabs? You're more familiar with the multiple suits, or Julio? I don't. I mean, Mike. I don't.
It could work.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
I'm kind of a dummy.
Oh, you going PG size or?
Yeah, he's wanting a 160 perfect grade new.
Yeah, see. Gosh, the only strike I ever built was the master grade strike freedom, but I don't know.
I personally wouldn't go
I never
for
sat
it.
back and looked at the frames side by side to kind of see how similar they are, as to whether you could easily mod one frame versus another one. It's a tough.
The thing with
Without actually just doing it,
the thing is with perfect grades is, like, if you are wanting to convert it from one to another, you have to make sure you don't see most of that frame, because the frame is not going to match regardless of what you do.
Right.
What were
Gosh,
you saying, Julio?
it just seems like a really big project. Either way you look at it, I don't know. Maybe
It's a
that's
huge
just
project.
my,
Oh, of course, but Julio from the Bronx.
my perception of it. It just seems like, man, that would be tough to do, or very involved. A lot of time. I mean,
You tell the guy to turn it into a core Gundam?
Yeah, there's a guy that turned the PG Unicorn into a Core Gundam.
It looks incredible.
Or technically an 3, right?
John,
Yeah,
did you? I don't know if I missed it. Did you post up that link I sent just in case?
Oh yeah, I
anybody-
didn't come.
Yeah.
You did earlier.
I got you.
Okay. Because everybody knows where to get the scribing guides, but not everybody knows where those stencils came from. It just so happens I was friends with the guy in Canada. That's the only way, because I tried looking it up by Bluebot and I couldn't find it. And I was like, oh man, I need to get some more stencils, So I remembered, oh yeah, the guy's on my friends list. He's in Canada. So I just messaged him. He's like, yep, here's the link. And all the original stuff's still there.
No, I only got 4 of these. 4. I've seen people with
4.
hundreds.
What are you holding up?
The Gundam campaign. Shit.
I don't have any. So
You
what are
gotta
you
order
crying
some
about?
shit, man.
I got enough kits already.
Yeah, you gotta order tools or paint or some shit.
I know.
But yeah, I've seen people.
I don't have enough time on planet Earth left to build all this shit I got in my closet.
A lot of them.
You don't look a day over 16. What are you talking
Wow, you're very nice. That's very sweet. However, I feel like I'm 65.
It's just on the inside.
You know what they say about wine.
It's better with age. No, I just been doing the same profession for over 27 years, and it just beats me up.
Waning on your soul.
Beats me up, man. And then
I
talk
don't know.
all
I've been
the
alive.
stuff I
I've been
did,
alive.
growing up, martial arts, sports, all that shit. It's just all, and now your body's just beat up and taking its toll. So all I can do is build models now.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, I've been alive for 21 and I feel the same way.
So I've been working on cars longer than you've been alive.
Yeah, I've been working longer than John Luke's been alive. I've been working manual labor more or less. So yeah, not a problem with that. It's all good.
I've been drinking longer than you've been alive.
I've only, well, I mean, I have actually been because I started before I was 21, but yeah.
Oh no, trust me. It was before 21. Long before.
Leo, how's that maque coming? Looks cool from what I can see.
It's alright.
How's the detail on it? Like I said, I haven't taken mine out of the little baggies yet, so
It's fairly nice. It's got a lot of nice little small
Some good-
details to it,
some
but
good panel lines and stuff.
yeah. The only problem is my gripe is that clipping these off the runners, they're in some weird spots, and it kind of just to get rid of the nubs, it's sort of a real chore because you start losing some of the details. Up over
geez.
here in these little sections here, there's like these little rivets on the inside.
Blow them
Over,
up. Blow them up, Jonathan.
I don't even know if you'll be able to see it. Probably not. That's how shitty my camera is. But there's supposed to be like these little like rivets that are on these inside areas. But right on the rivets is where you cut them from the fucking runner. So the nubs will be right on top of them. You can see them before you cut them, but then it's like
Are they raised?
yeah, they're a little raised because you can see them all around
maybe
like
you need
on,
to,
you can see it like on this side and on this side, but then it's literally like the nub is like right under it. So if you do anything to that, it's just gonna. I just said fuck it.
I'm thinking, can you take some plastic rod and some really small stuff and maybe create a new one and just?
I mean, you could definitely put like a little drill bit to it, make them again. Put like a where the fuck is it?
It's like a fun little kit. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, I mean, I got some of that round rod. It's like 0.2 millimeter or something like that. Hanging
stuff.
around here, you can just cut like a real small piece, so make a little hole, put it in there, and fix it up.
I have bags full of that shit that I just cut like 100 of them at a time or more, and then just
Yeah.
I actually, when I built that F-14, I had to buy a piece of like 0.4 millimeter rod for the ladder.
Oh sure.
Because you had to put the rungs of the photo etch ladder together. The photo etch was just
Yeah.
the frame of it, but the rungs were plastic, and so I bought a package of that just for that, and I used maybe 3/4 of an inch of it, and I still have it.
Wow.
So great.
I stock 04, 03, and 025 of rod.
all
That's
the
some
time.
tiny stuff. You can't even tell it's
And
round.
16.
At that size,
Yeah.
you're looking at go, is that strip
No,
or
for rivets, man. Straight up just for rivets. Like I shit you not, only for rivets. It's mostly what I use that for.
using?
Or, like,
How are you cutting it by hand? Because obviously the
Yep,
chopper
I
wouldn't.
cut it by hand. I cut it by hand.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you got a baggie full of looks like sand particles.
More or less, yeah. Not really full, but
No, I'm not being.
and
it
a lot
sounds
of them
funny,
just
but-
go into. Most of them just get like lost into the wastage. But yeah, like even on the Samurai, I have like I don't know, a couple hundred of those cutouts glued on
I
there.
have a rivet tool that you push on it and it rotates as you press down.
Oh yeah, I'm familiar with that.
You've got one, yeah, and it has 3 different size rivets, but it's mostly good for like aircraft stuff.
Yeah.
But I have used it a
There's
couple
other-
times on a Gundam kit where
It's
there
a
was
different
something
kind
where
of
I
rivet.
wanted that kind of round looking rivet, and rather than put a raised rivet, that thing you just press on it and it kind of just creates a round panel
makes
line
it impress.
essentially.
Yep.
Grinds it into the surface of it.
Mhm.
So that might work.
Actually,
Does that have a glass piece too in the front?
It's plastic, but yeah, it's clear. It's
Well,
got a
that's what I
piece on
meant.
it.
piece. That's nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and
I
it
didn't
comes
realize
out
it,
with
'cause like I said, I haven't taken mine out of the little baggie yet, but it looks like a fun little kit. So
yeah, it's pretty cool. Comes with 2 heads too, one
Yeah.
male, one female.
oh, there you go, Chooch. See, his
That's
came
dope.
with a head.
Yeah.
You don't have to print one out.
I'm gonna have to 1/6. It's gonna be wild. Man.
1/6.
I was
I can't
gonna
wait to start
tell
working on anything.
I was gonna
You need
tell
to find yourself like a
um,
1/6 scale Tony Stark face or something. And put 'em in there.
Julio, what you got to do is get yourself one of those plastic like skulls for Halloween or something and stick it in there.
True. And make him like decrepit and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
That'd be awesome.
Exactly. You know where I'm going.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's a good idea, dude. I like it.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to working on this little dude. I had a lot of fun working on this one over here. It was enjoyable.
Yeah, those are awesome. I gotta get my hands on some of them gachapons, man.
Yeah, they're fun.
Was it like an eBay order? You know somebody?
I got
A
a guy.
buddy
got
of
a
mine
guy.
wanted some of them. I told him, look, if you get some, I'll just pay you whatever for it.
Yo.
And
Yeah,
he went ahead and got them. I said, look, I'll just take my 3. That's it.
I got one more Hasegawa one in the box. I haven't built them yet. I want them. Who's another guy? Yeah.
Oh, dude, Julio, I gotta finish up that Guyver.
Yeah, bought me one of these today too. I had this delivered.
She dusty.
You ever see these?
Mug warmers, yeah.
Yeah. Tell me what I use it for, Chooch.
Your balls?
Warm your mugs.
Your decal.
Yeah, Pablo's got it. Keeping that decal water warm.
Feel this.
Easy.
Ah, dude, that's sweet.
Is that the same scale?
Yeah,
That looks-
135.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's got the
That's
nice little
good.
Iron Man pose.
Yeah, you take that. Yo, that seam that goes down the middle though, oh, that was a bitch.
Right in the front?
Yeah, right down the front, it will go. The seam goes.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
that's-
just smacked
that's,
into the camera. Good job.
That's definitely one thing I don't like about these little gotchas is they got these mold lines in like the most ridiculous places. And they're like, oh man, dude, they're such a pain in the ass to clean. Like everything will look real nice on one side, and then you turn it around and you got this big old mold line.
Jesus.
And you're just like, fuck.
Come on. Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
That is
You
not.
gotta talk nicely to it. You can't just yell at it.
Please. Come
Man.
on. Come on. Hold on.
The ridiculous mold lines that I've dealt with on my gigantic shit. Not even the stuff that I've made, but the stuff that I've bought that paid hundreds and hundreds of dollars for.
Oh, don't get me started on when I built that 120 Valk.
Yeah.
You want to talk about fucking
Oh,
stink
man.
marks and shit? Holy
Even on the
crap.
Briegel, I
I scribed like
There you go.
so
Well,
many
that's a-
dozens of
That's a
inches.
good picture right there.
That is a good picture right there. Actually, it's pretty decent.
Well, stop moving it around and focus.
See, now we got the peg up. It's not working
I'm not
anymore.
playing trombone. Just let it chill. There you go.
There you go.
There we go.
There it is.
I like
Don't
that.
move. Don't move.
Look at that dirty boy. He got the VHS cassette player in the chest. He's got the old RCA tape recorder sticking out the side. I love that shit, man. That's why I love these Mackey designs, man. Like this old school 80s sci-fi look to it. Love
Yeah,
that.
you're dope as hell. I definitely gotta do another one. I gotta do the other one of this, but I don't know if I should make him holding that like long grenade thing that they they hold, or like another action pose. I like the long grenade.
You like them long, huh?
Yeah, I like them real long. I'm a side queen.
Look at John Lynn's face.
She's a side queen too.
Okay, on that note, we are hitting that special witching hour.
Oh, come on now.
Look at these beautiful colors.
Oh yeah.
This is
It's Christmas.
it's like a tractor green, and this is just like the standard Canon red from Mission Models paints. Which I
That stands for red and
Tractor
Holy
green.
Yeah, it's actually tractor green. It's what it's called. Like, you know, it's a take on the John Deere green. if you're
What
familiar
are
with
those
that
for?
paint
Yeah,
color.
what are those parts for? Maybe I
Those
missed it.
parts are just test colors. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and do my pre-highlight with my my white colors that I use, Old Bone White from Create Texas Bloodline series from Tim Gore. So I use that white, and then I'll use that to pre-highlight, and then from there I'm going to spray some colors on top of those to see
Right.
how they react with those colors before I go ahead and put anything down on top of my samurai. I'm really just
Mhm.
doing like a relationship color interference tests and stuff like that. So it's really
Nice.
just science experiments, having fun.
That's
Thank
cool.
you guys for stopping through Mechanism this evening. My name is Professor Black Sheep Esquire. Brian, you can find me on the internet under Bro Builder. I have a stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays where I do a live thing where I make stuff and talk about stuff. We have a good time. You guys are all hanging out. Thank you so much for stopping by, everyone that stopped by, and for all of the regulars that we see and all the new people that we don't know. Don't be afraid to communicate in the chat or to like any of our various streams or to just join in, because we're all pretty friendly. We might be a little bit weird, maybe a little bit intimidating. I know John Lynn is,
I'm
but
weird.
we're all really friendly.
I'm a bully.
Pabs is it's just.
Pabs is a weirdo.
He's like,
The fuck you just say about me?
This is the Mechanism.
It's my goal to become more intimidating as time goes on.
yeah, that guy, man. He's just way too aggressive.
Way too aggressive.
He finished a kid. Now he's like, you know, I'm gonna destroy everybody at SCGMT. Good thing I didn't enter the Gundam category, huh? Good thing I only entered Star Wars in the non-Gundam category.
Straight up, you know, why did I not put anything in the master grade category?
Exactly. Hey, Babs, how you doing, buddy?
Fuck you, Babs. Fuck you, Babs.
Hey, Dad, why don't you come over here so I can kick you in the nuts once?
Yeah. When's the last time you were kicked in the dick? Huh?
Actually, I'm not actually mad at all. I'm tired. I'm mad. Yeah, no. Critical Builds, season 2, episode 1, November 28th.
Yeah.
I will be. Well, actually, the forum is still open. So, if you guys want to start submitting your work, or if you guys have something in mind, the forum is open. So the forum is in my Instagram bio, Chris_Pabs. That is ready to go. I'm actually working on an opener where season 1's submissions are part of that. So that's what I was doing.
Yeah,
While you guys were
get ready, because you know I'm gonna make you cry, just like what's his name last season.
Oh shit!
Ronan made you cry. That was nothing compared to what I'm doing.
Miguel? Oh man, no.
Cancel Ronan
You have
2020.
no idea. Oh,
I made
Yeah, I'm kidding.
you have no idea. No, of
Quick,
course,
no.
of course.
No
Don't
paths
worry.
are harmed in the making of mechanism. We are cruelty-free, Pabs.
I'm gonna say, if anything, you put a crosshair on his back, and our good friend Miguel is gonna be stepping his game up, which is honestly not a terrible thing because Miguel's already doing wonderful work and excelling constantly. So keep it up, guys.
Right.
If you haven't checked out the first season of Critical Wall Builds, go check out.
youtube.com/R3D5UNZ.
Yes.
November 28th, remember, episode 1. Put it in your calendars. If you guys are in the middle of building something, try to build it before then. And then also Critical Build Off will be going throughout the entirety of season 2. So you guys have a lot of time to get that done and get that in. So no rush. Just make sure you guys use the hashtag. If you don't use the hashtag, just make sure you submit it in the Google Forms. I might make a separate one for that eventually, but for now I'll just keep everything in the same form just to keep it nice and tidy. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm not angry at all.
Not at all.
But you guys can fuck off.
Damn.
Let's see. Who's gonna be the pick?
So take it up. It's on me. I don't want to be on camera. Oh, what's up? This is Mikey. I came in a little bit late, but I was out to dinner, so I'm sorry.
What'd you have for dinner?
I'm just. Oh, what did I have? Let's see. I had some chicken wings, man. And
What kind?
chicken wings, buffalo wings.
Who needs right now?
Chicken wing.
Buffalo wings. There's a place where you like to go to that finally put them back on the bar menu, so we had to go smash out some wings. So
Fucking beautiful.
but yeah. So anyway, I'm building a new high vert with the heavy weapon system. That's all I've been doing, and it's taken forever because I'm really not in a hurry. So I make some progress here and there, and I post a few pictures. You can find me on Gundamonium on Facebook and Gundamonium Works on Instagram. If all goes well, I'll be joining Pabs for Critical Builds this season. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, thanks for joining us. Talk to you soon.
All right.
Thanks, Mike. So it's good to see you, Mike.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
Yeah,
Let's
bud.
go. You mind telling us where we can find you?
You can't find me. I'm off the radar.
Never say that,
Why not?
because there are people with particular set of skills.
What?
Because Jay's like, that sounds like a challenge.
So boy.
Fine.
But yeah, you guys can find me at Instagram, Julionius. I just recently returned after like a 6-month hiatus. Nice long break, focusing on myself, focusing on work. I barely build shit nowadays, but what little bit I do build, I do think has increased in quality. So yeah, go ahead, find me there, Julionius, Julionius. If you want to see stuff built poorly, go ahead, check me out.
Come on, man.
I like it. Nice.
And
Nice.
that brings us to the other.
Dude,
I am
Talk
the
about-
true champion North
talk-
Star.
talk about
North
baked.
Star.
I seek out the paths of the South Star.
Talk about baked.
Wow.
Fight. Yo, Pabs, I think they stole your logo. I
It
don't know
says LO, man. What the fuck?
I don't know what's going on here, but it's really similar, dude. You can find me on the internet, flipping nubs. I make shit. I don't really, doo-doo. That's what I do. Tuesdays, Kodokai Robo Dojo. Wednesdays, Web Palette Wednesdays. And Fridays, Mechanisms. You can find me. I'll talk to you. Make fun of everybody else, too.
Later, chooch.
Beautiful.
And that brings us to the end. You get to see me. You can find me everywhere. In your cornfields, in your forest, your backyard, your attic, which, boy, let me tell you, it's gonna need some work to remodel this. Me and my possums have done quite some damage. I mean,
Your camera looks amazing tonight, Jay.
Yeah, you look real clear.
I know, I'm actually not on my laptop because I still can't get it to work. I'm on my desktop.
It's not Jay's camera, it's
But
Jay.
it looks amazing.
Oh.
Well, it looks, yeah, everything's
So vibrant.
Yeah, you can find me Instagram Creeping Furry for you, YouTube Creeping Furry, Twitter Creeping For You Free, and JSAC, where you can find all the funkiest of things. And thank you for coming to the show tonight. It's been a good one. And that's good. I'm terrible at outros.
We're done.